It's complete to Brown, right side. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Landry now on the return. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And he's been one of the most consistent pieces of their offense all year long, no doubt. Shouldn't be much of a surprise then to see him among the league leaders in rushing here late in the season. Well, they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. You look at this Eagle defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January. They've got to improve in this area.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Here's Goff. And that one goes incomplete on the drive. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down.
He'll definitely say that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to Chekhov. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to look downfield for Barkley. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now Landry. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. From the 46, here's the 2nd down and 4. Another run for Gibbs here. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Here now, 3rd and a yard. It's a gain of 4. Goff now looks to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Lions.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. This one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. From the 38 now. Here's second down and 7. Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
That went out wide and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And his ability to use his legs has given the defense fits when trying to game plan. He's currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing yards by a QB. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. At the 4-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Throwing is Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Brown, the motion man right. Well, they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. That'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Now a toss right to Barkley. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that detracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 1 yard and now no yards. Have him looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Hurts. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. Now here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Jamison Williams and the Lions get set for this next possession. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate him. Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Goff now to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 50, it's gone. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Barkley, inside handoff. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. He'll look to throw. He's got Smith here. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
The pitch goes to Barkley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit Lions getting set for another series here.
He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the second quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you always want to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all those things? But the best players show up each and every week, solid games and some spectacular ones.
And he has showed up time and time again.
And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
And they're going to speed things up here. Play action. It's gone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Goff. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
23 yards. And the Lions first down.
Back to throw. Goff. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
18 more yards. That's good for a Lions first down.
Goff.
That's to the tight end, Laporta.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Gibbs, no signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something. Being shut out right now, they could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A first down carry for Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
At the 43-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now back to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
At the 3-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone.
Touchdown!
Devontae Smith
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll cut it to 3 and 10-7. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was finished off by a touchdown for Devontae Smith. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Andrew McKilba. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. It is Week 17. Playoff spots on the line, seeding on the line, coaching jobs may be on the line. Let's dive in. Our look at the NFL starts now. In Charlotte, the Panthers at home to take on the Commanders. And it's Jaden Daniels. A touchdown pass from 15 yards away. The Commanders come away with a victory. They win by 6. From there, we go to MetLife Stadium in Jersey. We'll check in on the Giants as they host the Jacksonville Jaguars. And here's Wan'Dale Robinson. He's going to find an opening down the field and pull this one in. A 55-yard touchdown. The Giants would go on to a 12-point victory. Lastly, let's go to Nashville. It's the Titans hosting the Chicago Bears. And it's Tony Pollard. He'll find an opening and take it in. A 6-yard rushing touchdown. The Titans get back to 500 at 8-8. They get the victory here in Week 17. With that, let's give you a look at the all-important playoff picture in the AFC here in Week 17. Meanwhile, our game has lived up to the hype. Just a field goal separates these two teams. 10-7 your score as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half.
And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Eagles offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he continues to be a nightmare for teams to defend in the red zone. You see the graphic. He's second in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a quarterback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
So out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Up the middle with Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down and 6.
Second down at the 39-yard line.
They'll go to Barkley again.
And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And that will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Lions offense and Jahmyr Gibbs headed back onto the field. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 22-yard
On to give. Here's Gibbs. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Surprised at all that they went with a fullback there?
Not at all, because it harkened back to the days where we watched these games almost in black and white, right? The stocky guy, the strong guy, the powerful guy with leg drive. Give him the football, and even if the blocking isn't perfect, he has the ability to scatter bodies and move people enough to pick up first downs. That's what we just saw right there.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 6. Hand off now to Gibbs. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now it's Goff. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked up by Andrew McCouba. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He was brought down.
Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Hurts going to keep it running right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. To the sideline and incomplete. He he's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And Detroit getting set to go now. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery.
And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll try the air now with Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And able to work his way down to the 16.
64 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Barkley, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
It's 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the 4th.
Credit it in with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Now gone. And he whips that one incomplete there.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Gone.
Got St. Brown running the quick slant here.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. On 4th down. Gone. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
120.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Here's Goff. It's Williams here for the catch on the comebacker. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Lions first down.
Off the option, here's Montgomery. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's in.
Jalen Phillips, the edge man on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and
Now
10
a 2nd and 10.
at the 50-yard line.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here's Goff. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Barkley inside handoff. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
Hurts.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Derek Barnes coming in from that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
From the gun, Bigsby.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now a handoff to Bigsby.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
That's good for an Eagles first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith with career touchdown number 60. And the Eagles have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. Elliott now to have the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. That time a 6-play drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. Now 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
180. To throw is Goff.
He'll get this into the hands of Price.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Goff now looks to throw. That'll be caught by St. Brown. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here's Goff. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Well, you don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Sam Laporta. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
And this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Brings up 3rd.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? What does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Well, that's caught by Williams. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
21 yards. That's good for a Lions first down.
Goff. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Williams, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Goff now to throw. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
At the 45-yard line.
Now it's Goff. Finding Williams once more, complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Hold on. Catch.
Now Goff. And his throw here is incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw is made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
A gain of 15.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Second down, 8 yards to go. A give, this is Montgomery. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down.
Touchdown, Detroit.
And that score, in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And he fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Lions,
they improved to 11-5 now with 1 week remaining.
so that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Philly.